Hey everybody, it's Nikhil and I'm back with another reaction video. So this video today is from penguinz0. It is P. Diddy has finally been arrested. Y'all know this been all over social media, all on the blogs, everything, everywhere you turn. That's what you see. And they was talking about some things that they confiscated from him. So hopefully we get into that in this video. But y'all knew I had to react to this as soon as possible. Be sure to like this video and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and let's see what's going on.
It's finally happening. P. Diddy has been arrested. Anything is possible! This is a moment for celebration. For so long, P. Diddy has gotten away with heinous crimes that tons of people knew about. From car bombs to assaults to sex crimes. It's like P. Diddy was going for some kind of high score, trying to catch every possible crime like a Pokemon. He has terrorized the music industry for decades and ruined so many lives. In recent times, the evidence against him to support all the allegations that have existed for decades has been overwhelming and led to a large investigation against P. Diddy. And now it looks like we're reaching the climactic finale with him being arrested. When this story broke last night, the indictment was sealed, but this morning they said, "Open the gates. Let them see." To sum it up, he has been charged with sex trafficking by force, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy, alleging he ran an enterprise that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, or kidnapping, arson, and other crimes. He abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct from 2008 till now. The allegations mirror 11 civil complaints filed against him since 2023.
We knew it was bad, but this is horrible, and I think it's only going to get worse, because obviously if he's arrested, he's definitely going to go on trial. So then we got to go through all the information over however much time that's actually going to take, and so many confessions and people on the stand. Like, this is about to get really, really messy, because I believe these things. Allegedly, he did the sex trafficking and drugs, like just all of that. And I can see that in him. So I don't think this is not gonna go well.
3. Really, that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the P. Diddy lore. He is a horrible menace that has been around for decades. Also mentioned is that he had thousands of bottles of lube and baby oil that were
1,000 bottles. See, I heard something about this where he had like some baby oil. 1,000
seized from his home during those raids as part of his freak off supplies. He also had tons of narcotics as well. So Diddy became infamous for his freak off parties that would go on for days, where he'd force attendees to not only stay there and perform non-consensual sex acts in front of him, but he would just be pumping them full of drugs, and he would be watching while furiously masturbating like a coked out goblin. So in relation to drug charges, he'd allegedly distribute cocaine, oxy, Xanax, GHB, MDMA, and ketamine. I'm going to be very brave here for a moment and say, that's not alleged, that is confirmed. The amount of drugs this guy had here, he was like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, but drugs instead of candy. The amount of freaky shit they've...
And that's the sad part. I'm thinking about how they said that's how much lube and baby oil he had. Is giving people were unconscious. People were drugged. People were out of their mind. And when you are, you can't get moist in that sense. So he was probably using that to use a body that was unconscious or drugged out. And I hate to think that that's exactly what was happening. But that is a full-on sex addiction for him to behave in such a way. I hate this, especially for the women.
Found in his house must have been like entering a separate dimension. Thousands of bottles of lube, like so much lube would make Bad Dragon's headquarters jealous. thousands of bottles of baby oil, more than Johnson & Johnson's warehouse, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they found the goddamn death note among those freak-off supplies. His legal team seems very optimistic that things are going to go well for P. Diddy. They even released a statement saying, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." Hi, Mark. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Are you serious? Like, I understand it's your job. I get that, but holy cannoli, an unjust prosecution, huh? So what if there's overwhelming evidence to support the decades worth of allegations against Mr. Combs here? And so what if there's that video of him brutally beating Cassie in that hotel? He said he's sorry. Did we forget about that? He apologized. Let's all move on from it.
No.
Racketeering? You're gonna try and come after him for racketeering? Mr. Combs' brain is so rotted from years of drug abuse, he can't even spell racketeering, much less engage in it. This is a load of hooey. It's unjust. A miscarriage of justice, even. He goes on to glaze him a little bit, sucking on his cock, calling him a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, proven philanthropist. He then has the gall to say he's imperfect but not a criminal, and then says he's been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reverse your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. See, that's the thing, Mark. People have all the facts because there's so much evidence with the facts. There is video evidence to support the facts. What do you mean? Again, I know he's just doing his job, but that shit is so shameless and foul. I don't know how you sleep at night when you have to defend someone that is obviously guilty like P. Diddy. It's fucking wild to me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to feel like this is not the thing that he was actually doing. I don't know. It just feels freak off, Diddy parties, drugging people, lube, like trafficking people. Like I can, unfortunately, I can just see that in him. Like we had the stuff about R. Kelly. We're not gonna get too much into that, but sometimes you can just kind of tell that. If it ain't exactly what they being accused of, they into some other stuff, and they should definitely be, those things should definitely be addressed. So I think this is, I hate to see our people go down, but if you doing some stuff you ain't supposed to, everything that happens in the dark is going to come to light. It's always been like that.
P. Diddy, 31 minutes ago. Sean Combs arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. They done caught the diddler. They also had that video drop of him beating the shit out of her recently. And then he released the apology video about it. It's always, like, I understand it's their job to defend their clients, but it's always just so crazy. A statement from Mr. Combs' legal team said that they are disappointed with the decision to prosecute him and noted that he had been cooperative with the investigation and had voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Ugh. We're so disappointed that they're actually trying to hold him accountable. Like, we're really upset about that, actually. Yeah, there's overwhelming evidence to all of these awful, awful crimes that he's committed, including that video of him beating the shit out of the Cassie. But like, why would you? Like, I thought this was a free country. Why would you try and like punish him for that? I'm assuming the apology video didn't work. We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe they'll send the apology video out to the powers that be, and they'll be like, "Wow,
his hair is growing.
He is reformed. This is a good man. We can't
or you
punish him for. He's
it.
Changed. He has changed so much. Look at this apology video and how sincere it is. We're dropping the charges."
Like, no.
I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom.
Like, look at him.
But I make no excuses.
He did that
My
shit.
behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my.
Sorry, I'm nosy, y'all. I like to look at what people be watching. Like, what's your recommended?
Actions in that video.
Now, Combs,
It takes. I'm not gonna show any of that.
Oh, thank you, because I was
Takes a big man like Puff.
I was about to get triggered. I'm like, please don't let me. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see what he did to Cassie in the hallway. A lot of things in society is just getting out of control. But y'all know I always vocalize how I feel about that, and that is one. Domestic violence. Whew. It's becoming too normalized. It's happening too much. But we can also say it's only because social media is making it more prominent. Like, you see it more, because back in the day, everybody wasn't recording everything that was happening to them. So it's probably, it's yeah, for sure. I know it's always been like this, but I just hate seeing about it. It's a lot.
Daddy to take full responsibility after saying he's going to make no excuses and immediately starting the video with an excuse about hitting fucking rock bottom or whatever. Ah, man. A beacon of strength, really. It took a lot of courage for that apology video. I respect 50 Cent being a massive hater and selling the documentary Diddy Do It.
Like I was saying, y'all, whatever you do in the dark gonna come to light, no matter how hard you try to hide it, how many NDAs you got. Like, you can't just be doing whatever you want due to money and power. Like, it's always gonna come back and bite you in the ass. And that's what we finna see now. Oh my god, I think this trial is gonna be so crazy. But I'll keep up with it. If y'all care about this story, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what other videos or topics you would like for me to react to. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.